What is up, everybody? I am Zach from HalfPace Outdoors. Welcome to another episode from the gear room. Today we're talking about my hiking staffs. So stick around and we'll see what's going on with these. Oh, the most common one that I use is, and you guys will catch on real quick that I don't carry, there's a big shadow on my face, huh? I don't really like to carry around the trekking pole style, and the reason for that is because it's just something mechanical that can fail. I have a spinal cord injury, so I walk with a heavy limp, and I put a lot of weight on my hiking staffs. I needed something that's solid and that could withstand the abuse that I give my gear, because living with spinal cord injury out in the woods, I'm hard on my gear, mainly my hiking staffs, my shoes, my boots, and my packs. This one, there's nothing special about it. It is just, I can't say that. This one is very special to me. I wanted to go hiking, and I left this one at home. So while we were in the visitor center, it hit me that I was going to need a hiking staff if we were going to go out on day hikes. So I bought one from DeSoto State Park in Alabama. This one is probably my absolute favorite, and I've not done anything to this one. I really only take this one out for day hikes. If you guys are ever watching these and you're like, why does it look like you're sitting on the floor? I'm more comfortable sitting on the floor. It's just, with my SCI, I'm more comfortable sitting on the floor. So, and it's my gear room. I'll do what I want. This one is more of like my survival hiking staff, and the one that I've had this one for probably 5 years now. Took a 6 foot long, 1 1/4 inch, I think this one's poplar, dowel rod, and I just chamfered the end so that it doesn't split out. What I do was hollow the handles out, and I'd put button compasses down in here. But I quit doing that because every time I would trip, I was bashing this thing off of rocks or trees and just busting the compass out of it. So I just cut it off, chamfered it, and let it go. Rubber band wrapped around the top, because how many thousands of uses does a rubber band have out in the woods? If I'm out backpacking or, doing the bushcraft stuff, I don't carry a tent. The only time I carry a tent is when I'm camping out of my car or camping out of the canoe with my wife or son. What I've done is I've drilled these holes. I've got one here and I've got one here. And these are for setting up my tarp shelters. In case there's no tree around that I can tie off to, I can run my paracord through there, and now I've got my tent pole. This thing is, I made mine 5 foot tall. It comes up to just under my chin. Then what I've done is I've put just a simple wrap on the handle. This is about, I believe I use 10 to 12 foot of paracord for the wrap. I've got another 2 feet of paracord for the hand loop. I will take the wrap off and show you guys the little bit of survival gear that I keep inside of here. Get the multi-tool out to open this bad boy up for you guys. And it's been a while since I've had this open, so I'm kind of wondering how everything in here is held up over time. This is not a kit meant for longevity. And I went with electrical tape instead of duct tape because I feel that I get a little bit better of a waterproof seal which I know, if I'm not using duct tape, I'm probably breaking the survival rules, but my channel, my rules, this is what works for me. Inside of here, under all of those wraps, I keep 30 feet of 12-pound fishing line. You guys saw my 2 rubber bands. I keep these 2 little, if I can get it out, I keep these 2 little fishing lures in here. They're just crappie and panfish jigs. And I don't have sinkers in here because the hooks inside of these are weighted. If I want to just use it without the little squid deal on there, I can take that off and use a worm instead. Flip this over some. I keep a little fire steel in here. Just a little guy. And a section of our HalfPace Outdoor Chubby Twine. Fire and food. Start a fire, catch a fish, eat, keep on moving. Paracord fits very nicely through a 1/4-inch hole. Alright everybody, thanks for coming over to another episode of The Gear Room. I will make sure you go down below and hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for further notifications, and go smash that like button. I will talk to you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming over to HalfPace Outdoors. So, hey guys, just one last little comment about my hiking staffs. I actually came back upstairs and had to I'm gonna edit this into the clip because somebody posted it in our private Facebook group about what's your favorite piece of gear that you never leave home without. And you know, for me, it's my hiking staff. I always leave home with a hiking staff. You know, these are what keep me going in the woods. This is what allows me to get out there and do what I love to do. And not fall and trip and get hurt the entire time I'm doing it. So, yeah, I mean, I guess your most important and favorite piece of gear really comes down to a personal thing. And I think for me, out of everything in my pack, you know, my knife, my possibles pouch, my fire steel, my flint and steel, all that, you know, it's all novelty stuff if I don't have my way of getting out there and doing what I love to do. So yeah, hey, let us know in the comments. I want to know what piece of gear you never leave home without, and what's your most important piece of gear in your pack.